We return! A lot of downtime. There's no direct path between the two locations, so you do a big V into the main part of town, then down this separate spoke of the wheel.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, finally you have arrived. You are welcome to come inside.
I see, so you're always going to say it that way. Do I ever get to go down that road? Or see the house from the outside? I wonder if there is a mansion. Like, did they model it? Or did they skip modeling it entirely and just have me teleport inside? I'm curious.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, please proceed to Mr. Stewart's room. There he awaits you, I shall assume.
You shall assume? You don't know whether or not I'm supposed to, whether or not he wants me here or not? There's a new puzzle, isn't there? Wait. Is the entire house mirrored? I think I turned left to get to his music last time. Now I turn right to get to his music. I think the house mirrored. Trying to get my notepad. Because that looks significantly harder to remember. There we go. Got my notepad. 14 moonlight. 23 appassionata. 26 le adieu. That's hopefully going to pan out. So I'm guessing I have to solve a new puzzle just to proceed and meet up with him again. This guy is just actively screwing with us, and York's just cool with that, I guess. Maybe this is why we teleport in and don't get to ever see this place up front. If you look at the map, it's so far to get to the mansion. It might be because the mansion itself rearranges itself every time I get in here. The whole place is straight up shaped differently. Which, by the way, we did that entire meeting with him about where he's like, go find the mystery thing at a place. Here's a riddle. None of the three of us at all acknowledged that I had to solve a puzzle just to get into the room. This somehow went completely unremarked upon. Can of pineapples? What the hell? Well, I think you may have another. This game has really bizarre resources across the board, really. There's a bunch of locations in the game where certain food items just infinitely spawn. Like the pineapple toilet, apparently. Here we have the pineapple toilet. Over by the tree where the first body was found at the beginning of the story. Over there was just a pile of beans you could just get forever. It's interesting, I for obvious reasons, because I only played the beginning of the game over and over again, I think of that death on the tree as being so iconic and central to the game. But now we've already had two similar deaths that we actually get to see more detail of because we're there when the death itself happens. That in the actual game, the tree death was almost a background detail at this point. Because we have an active killer. I didn't really think this game was about an active killer until this time through when I actually got far enough to see more of it. What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, the entire place rearranges itself. Okay. There's a ones place and a tens place, and the 3 statues have to be on those 3 locations. Are they all the same statue? They're all the same statue. So it doesn't matter which one's which. Let's see, 14's the furthest from all of them. It's 14, 23, 26. So 14's on the boundary. So one of them goes here. Oh, he doesn't stop on... He stops every other push, I think. I was hoping he would stop when he got to the next grid point, so I had let go. All the way to 14. Oh, it stops. In addition to stopping every second to push, if you are not currently pressing it, it'll stop no matter what every time it reaches a central spot. And you have to reinitiate it. Okay. They had to, like, fix LEDs or something into these statues, which are made of stone. 20, so 23, 26. Which one is this? 5, 6. The ones place only goes to 6, which is a little odd. Let's see. You're the closest one to 6. Let's push you all the way down. We gonna be pushing for a while. I'm not against this kind of puzzle, but between this and the Sokoban one, it takes... You can find the solution out so quickly. But then implementing the solution takes like 10 minutes, it feels like. Just because the pushing is so slow. That's one of the appeals of something like the Witness puzzles, is that Witness stripped things down so specifically that there really wasn't an implementation time for your solutions. Even Portal, which is pretty great, can have a little bit of an implementation time thing where it just takes a while sometimes to input your solution if it's a sufficiently complicated solution. Happens more during community maps, like custom maps, than ones that are made by Valve themselves. But Witness, you were just putting an answer on a panel. Even the longest inputs were only a couple seconds. So once you had the answer in mind, boom, there you go. Which made it really snappy and satisfying. You had all the time in the world to think about it and figure out what the hell to do, but the moment you had an answer, you're ready to test the answer instantly. Whereas when something is a pain in the ass like this, one, if you're already right, then you're just like being impatient, waiting for the confirmation that you're allowed to continue. But then there's the second layer, which is there's the fear that what if you're wrong? Because if you're wrong, then all of that time spent will be for naught, and then you'll spend even more time implementing the next solution. So really no one wins when your input is like this. There you go. Well, this time it makes sense that York can at least see what happened. I think I'm realizing I don't like Mr. Stewart. In fact, Mr. Stewart's a bit like Usha, where he forces us to do not very good puzzles. Because he fancies himself a puzzle maker. How'd you get in here? Littering.
Harry, turns out what you said was true, and I'd like to hear more.
York, As you know, there's a powerful mystery surrounding these seeds. You've seen them at those other murders that took place elsewhere. And you've seen them deeply involved with the murders in this town as well.
That's right. But how do you know all this?
York, you must be younger than you look. Youngsters tend to hurry so much that they let things slip right past them. What you need to do is slow this down a bit. That way you'll see what's really important. Let me tell you a story. 50 years ago, when the war was over, just about when the communist Red started to become a rising threat, our town constructed a huge clock tower. Then, soon afterwards, a serial killer wearing a red raincoat went on a killing spree.
The legend of the Raincoat Killer? Stop playing games with me, Harry. That's nothing more than folklore. The FBI has no such record of a multiple homicide case in this town.
York, Anna, Becky, and now Diane. Their deaths are real, not folklore, not legend. The Raincoat Killer is also real. But under a strict gag order, the mass murder case was never made public. In fact, one could say that it was completely erased from history. Tell me, who do you think would be able to do something like that?
The military.
Very good. A model student.
But if there are no records about it, then how do you know it really happened?
Good question, York. Why would I know this? The answer is very simple. I was there. I saw it with my own eyes. The brutal killer himself. But we can talk about the details of that encounter another time. What we need to talk about is your Raincoat Killer. The new Raincoat Killer, if you will. The new Raincoat Killer. Yes, let's call him that. After all, he's not the real one. What you want to know more about is the new one. Between 10 and 20 years ago, I noticed that these red seeds were special, and someone else did too. The human imagination can lead to tragedy sometimes. Someone linked the red seeds to the serial killer legend and said, if you eat the red seeds and then kill someone, you will become immortal. This new fabricated legend was passed on from one to the next, evolving and changing every time, like a rumor. Some may have actually taken the seeds to try them out, to prove the legend, that is. York, the red seeds you have found from those other murders, they all came from this town, together with that one evil rumor. People on the other side of the planet may have heard of it by now. The new seeds might be grown in different parts of the world.
So you're saying that the series of cases I've been following are all linked to this town? That's interesting, Harry. But there's no evidence to support that story. None of the criminals we caught for the other murders ever mentioned anything like that.
your job, your role and duty to look into that, York. Now, the game must go on. You know I said that the incident 50 years ago was totally erased. Well, not quite. Records still exist in the sheriff's office. The old sheriff back then hated the military and did his own investigation. I need you to bring those documents here to me. Once you've done that, I'll tell you everything I know.
Okay, it's worth a look. And we may as well let the old man have his fun.
York, you're so blasé about barely getting anything done ever. Yeah, I'll push boxes around for you for 3 hours, why not? Let's just let the old man have his fun. There aren't people being slaughtered graphically and painfully and horribly in a spectacular and visual fashion on a regular basis. It's fine. Just have him have his fun. I don't understand how that guy was speaking, by the way. His face was jabberjawing, his mouth was going blop 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 blop, but he was typing. Which one is him speaking? Does he speak with his face mouth, or does he speak with typing? They did both. It's even more confusing. Also, that gas mask can't have a seal if his mouth is moving that much.
A case that happened 50 years ago. Let's play along with the old man for a little longer, shall we?
Zach, that means we need to head for the sheriff's department.
There's like two major problems. Like one, his freaking already at 16. One, his mouth was going bop 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 bop. You know, video game talking. That means that the mask can't have a seal, so it's not being an effective gas mask, whatever the hell it's for. But also, if he needs a gas mask for any reason, he's got to shave. You can't have a beard. You're required to shave if you are somebody that uses a gas mask, really, when you're dealing with like OSHA and whatnot, at least. So that's a thing. But I don't really know why he uses the gas mask. I think there's a fog that comes with the rain, so he might be wearing a mask out of paranoia to avoid the zombie fog. But he wears it everywhere too, at all times of day. How does he eat? Has anyone seen him take off the mask to eat? He won't even take off the mask momentarily when he's around me, but he goes to a diner every day and famously gets a weird bullshit sandwich. So, how does that work?
Zach, if you notice anything, just stop me.
Oh, you tease me with new dialogue and then you don't give it to me. I was like, oh yeah, bring it on. Give it to me. And then it didn't. How could you? Excuse me. I'm done with the milk barn for a bit. I'll come back tomorrow or something and try to see if that makes progress. Excuse me. I'll gladly try to bribe you, though. Yeah. It's you.
Benjamin, today's a big day. I'm one lucky fella now, ain't I? Thanks to this monkey in a suit, I got 10 of you now. Makes working for an honest dollar look pretty bad now, don't it? With this green, I'm gonna get me a new muffler. I better get over to the general's and look for one. Reminds me, man, that general. He was going on about some high-fly car that just came in. Said it was the car that FB idiot drove into town with. Must be a sweet-sounding ride, though. I bet with a little tuning it would run pretty smooth. Ah, what do I care? It ain't my thing.
Oh shit, sounds like we just unlocked York's car, the one from the intro.
Zach, I think I understood what he was talking about.
Really, York?
My car is at the General's junkyard.
Let's get over there and see if we can get it repaired. I don't care what it's going to cost. That car has sentimental value.
It wasn't the goddamn Enigma code, he just said it in English. By the way, during that camera angle, I could tell the freaking, where is it? Those power lines go through that sign up there. The sign for this gas station has power lines piercing through it. Excuse me. I guess this might be redundant to do now, but yeah, I was trying to take care of my car. I don't know, maybe the fuel transfers from car to car. Probably not. Definitely not. Oh well.
I'll give you the special.
Goodbye. Alright. Ooh, alright, let's cross that out. That's good news. That's good news. We just finished quest 34. Which means I'm done trying to fish for bribes with this guy ever again. And there's a follow-up quest. We're making progress. Out of 50 quests, we've gotten a lot of them done. Let's see, while I'm going down this round, I could probably count them a bit. Let's see. Oopsie. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's 15 quests left in the entire game that are not completed. Of those quests, 3 of them are milestones for getting all the cards in the game. 2 of them are Sigourney. 5 of them are a combination of George and Emily that require it to be raining, but we can't do them now because you have to be in chapter 13 or earlier, and we're in chapter 16 now. It never rained, so I couldn't do them. So we'll probably never do those, I don't know. Yeah, 2 are Sigourney. 1 of them's the one we're doing right now. 3 of them only exist in chapter 26, which is the final chapter. So 3 of them are final chapter quests. Probably kind of like epilogue quests, I guess. Oh, it's closed. Ah. Alright. It's probably closed because of the rain, huh? Right, the milk barn's probably closed. Most places are probably closed. Except the gas station wasn't. Alright, we'll come back tomorrow. This place is closed when it rains. Yeah, I currently don't know why exactly, but the George and Emily quests become unavailable starting in chapter 13. Not really sure why. I thought they were going to die or something, honestly. But it seems to be that they become unavailable once you witness the death that they kind of both feel like responsible for or involved in. So maybe it's because that signifies a change in their character from that point forward, so their whatever was going on in those quests isn't available anymore. I think for George you had to find one of those flowers that only blooms in the rain, which I saw a few times, but only during quests where I couldn't get out of my car, because that's the only time it would rain. And then for Emily, I think it's a chain of quests where she's trying to cook. So you bring her ingredients and then maybe a scene happens or something. But I can't get those to happen either. So that little taste of her bad cooking from that lunch break might be our only the closest we're gonna get to that, ultimately. Just too bad. It's too bad, but this game fights you when you try to play it. Oop. My bad. I have so much money, I don't know where it came from. I have like 17 grand or something. Definitely like a 5-digit number.
Can there really be documents here that the FBI doesn't even have? What do you think, Zach?
I would say you probably don't have most of the documents in there. They don't really seem to be digital. And yeah, your whole investigation ties to a local legend that they're very familiar with.
York, I told you, that's nothing more than local folklore.
Harry said that he was there.
The Raincoat Killer is a phantom, made up to scare children long ago. I can't believe you fell for that from Harry, of all people.
I agree with George. Harry likes to play with people. Play with their minds, too.
George, Emily. Of course I don't believe him word for word. But you won't mind if I at least try to confirm that he's wrong, will you?
Well then, can you look for the files by yourself? I'm still looking for Thomas.
Very well.
Emily, open the filing room for him.
They're here too, Zach. This might mean we're getting warmer to what we need.
Oh, so this just occurs at random at this point. Now the police station's a zombie infestation. What in the world? I really should have stocked up on healing items. I don't. It just happens so randomly. I keep not being prepared for the next level to happen so abruptly. Die. Amazing, amazing, great, amazing, nice shot, amazing, great, nice. I'm glad he's happy.
Too much noise. We're still missing a vital piece of the puzzle.
Were they just implying that the raincoat killer guy that's been fighting me was here in person and in costume? I have questions. Nope, nothing on there. There we go. I was about to say, I'm checking these one by one, because if nothing else, they might have a healing item in them. That's exactly what I got. Ah! 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 I am Cop Zombie. Go back to Wailing Heights. This space here looks too conspicuous. Someone remove something. You got a broken safe. I got a broken safe. Uh-huh. Ooh. No. Hang out. Wait for 2 more of them. It's fine. I wonder if York would know the pixies. Given everything else he mentions. Can't even put them in my toolbox. I got too many of those. Got an infinite supply of excessive ammo for my... because I don't use ammo anymore. Oh, here we go. I just hope there's no vents in the ceiling around here for them to throw that one enemy at me. If I can just not see that one enemy, I'll be happy. Hey, buddy. Just take a rest. Take a nap. I have no idea where I'm aiming sometimes. There we go. Doesn't matter, I can shoot an astonishingly long time. I feel like a gun this size... Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like a gun of this size and weight and everything could not possibly have 360 rounds. How do 360 fit in that one spot? It doesn't sound right. I'm thankful. Okay. I would like you to stop respawning, please. Okay, y'all are just gonna keep coming. I see how it is. We're doing this right now. Stuff, please. Thank you. Pineapples. Shit. That was... Ah! Ah! Stop. Okay. So I guess we gotta find the door that does work. It's not looking great. Yeah, that's not good news. Observe? I can't leave now. Why not? Wait, did they actually run out? I thought they were infinite. I think they are infinite. I think they just keep spawning as long as I'm near the middle. I don't want to die. Well... There must be a usable door near the middle of the hallway, which is the least explorable part, because it's where all the enemies keep spawning. There it is. How many of them are around me? Nope. Oh boy. Calm down. Click. The combination of stopping power and almost like crazy amount of ammo per magazine, followed by the instantaneous reload, makes this a pretty hard weapon to beat. Unless they give me like the Mega Buster or something. You can't have coffee in your inventory. You're gonna have to put that in your other inventory. Your magic inventory. Which I'll probably never take items out of. I mean, eventually I'll probably be in a spot where I want to take the excess healing items out of it if I run out between dungeons or something. Did I have to load? Like, stop moving for a sec. Oh boy! Okay, we're gonna move now. There we go. Thanks for being so cooperative. Let's do a little heal. Just to cap the poor guy off. There we go. A little better. More steel pipes for the toolbox. Never know when you need a pipe. Isn't that Emily's desk? What if the awkward guy was the killer the whole time?